Hey guys, BloodyCrazy here. Recently got a few levels in, and I had a very lengthy discussion with one of the players of Dungeon Fighter Online, and it's not my friend, it's somebody else. It was over the Facebook group, and they insisted that the fatigue system was stopping the gold sellers, and I found that to be rather stupid. I'm gonna have to say stupid because I went to a gold selling site that was being advertised on another game that I play called Fliff. You know, it's being spammed constantly, so I went to check it out. I go and I'm thinking, you know, okay, maybe this guy's right. Maybe it's not. It's not gonna be there. It's not gonna be on the list of games that they sell gold for. I mean, this game's just freaking 2 days old. I think 2 or 3. I can't remember, but I think it's 2. That being said, though, it is on there. So early in it's still an open beta. It's not even fully released, and it's already on the gold selling list. And I'm not gonna give the site. Obviously, I don't want to encourage people to go to X site and buy gold or whatever currency for Dungeon Fighter Online. But it's there already. It didn't stop them. In 2 days, they already have the game listed. They have a bunch of gold, and it goes up to a ridiculous amount. So as far as that statement for it stopping gold sellers, it's not how it works. It hasn't done that. If anything, it just if anything, it just made it an annoyance for us players who don't buy gold because they don't play the game. That's what people don't understand. They don't play the game like we do. They buy the gold from players, and there's already high level players here playing the game. There's already people who are farming gold continuously, and for all we know, some of them are selling the gold to these sites. So they have a steady amount of gold at their disposal. So the fatigue system isn't going to stop that. I mean, the amount of players that are like a high level enough to be farming gold are doing that, and then there's some of them who know that those sites are buying gold. So it's just just an annoyance for us, okay? And that's I called him on that. And I told him about it. And I showed him a picture. And of course, as usual, I got accused of buying gold. And you know, just for you guys is just to clear any doubt there. That's how much gold I have right here, 34,700 179. That's all I have. I'm not super rich. Yeah, I just know about it because I decided to check it out out of curiosity, right? So one of the things that is um, annoying, it is annoying, is that the people that believe that the fatigue system is doing anything, it's not. It's not. They're gonna keep selling gold. They're gonna keep earning gold, and people are gonna probably keep buying gold. And one of the things that I told him, like, we weren't arguing, like dropping f-bombs here left and right. We were just discussing how the fatigue system is flawed, how it could be better. You know, it was a calm discussion between two fans of the game, or two players of the game, right? And he stated that they should increase the amount of fatigue points, and I said that could work, but the problem is that, you know, me, I personally, I work from home, right? I'm sitting in front of this computer for a large portion of the day, so I'm sorry, I was reading the chat. So I take a break whenever I want, since I work on my own schedule, and the thing is, I take quite a few breaks and I log in, and I kind of want to be able to play as much as I can, or I want to, during a day without the fatigue system impeding me. One of the things he said was that it's set so that people don't die, right? And that doesn't make sense, again, because because the chat is extremely lively today. But because it wouldn't make sense, because the fatigue system isn't over all our characters. It's just on one character. An example, right now on my berserker, I could just go through all my fatigue points, right, and then make another character and go through those fatigue points, and then make another character and go through those fatigue points. I'm allowed to make 2 characters per day. Right now I think I have 4 characters, so honestly, that's about, like, if I played each one of them, apparently the estimate of how much gameplay I can get for all my fatigue points is around 2 hours, right? So that's 4. I get 8. I can play 8 hours. I can literally just sit on my ass all day and play for 8 hours. So the fatigue system isn't really impeding anybody from playing this game more than they should. Binge playing the game as they call it. And what was I gonna say? It's just an annoyance for us players that legitimately don't want to buy gold. We don't care about buying gold. We just want to play the game. We want to level. And I guess you could call it a bit of OCD. I don't know what you want to call it, but or common sense even. I made a berserker. I love playing as a berserker. I mean, look, I got this shiny +5 2x4 bludgeon weapon that I can beat the living crap out of monsters with, and I don't want to play as another character. I don't want to replay through past content. I want to go into the future content or into the higher level stuff. I want to level up. I want to get better gear. I want to get a better stick to beat the crap out of monsters with. I don't understand why I'm being limited. Why it's considered normal for me to have to make multiple characters in order to enjoy this game, in order to enjoy this character. One of the people I know there's an elixir, right? Besides the one we get for the event, apparently there's another one that I saw in the auction house that does the same thing, but we can only use one per day. So it doesn't really help. It's kind of a little slight band-aid solution, and if players are content with that, I don't know what to tell you. It's kind of sad. Also, I don't want a cash shop thing going on. I mean, if I wanted to pay to be able to fill up a stamina gauge or stamina points, I would play a mobile game on my cell phone or my tablet. I wouldn't play an MMORPG. And one of the things we came to a conclusion was that we could, or not we, because obviously we're not the company, but that the company Neopol could later on down the road, granted this is only open beta, it's been out for 2 days. I understand that they can't really fix everything right off the bat, but one of the suggestions that we kind of agreed on was that Neopol could, in the future, could just monitor characters. They do this in multiple games, in most of the area games I know of, Lineage 2, World of Warcraft, other games, right? Other online games. They'll monitor an account, and if it's let's say you have a level 5 character, right? And you somehow miraculously acquire like 100,000 gold, 200,000 gold, right? And what they do, and this is what I think they do from what some of the GMs have told me, is that they'll look into where that transfer came from, and if it's not in any way, shape, or form linked to the main account, like it could well be an alt or a main character just transferring gold over to a to the alt character, and that's acceptable, right? That's fine. But if it has nothing to do with the main character or like the main account, what they did to me when one of my friends gave me gold for, I think it was Grand Fantasia, they temporarily suspended my account. They sent me an email notifying me immediately, and they said, we need you to verify where you got this gold from. If it was from a friend, please have them contact us. If it was from a main, please give us the account or like whatever. Like there was a process to fixing it. And yeah, like they had a process to tracking down buyers of the of gold and just dealing with it accordingly. One of the things that I suggest, and we agreed on that is a good way to kind of deter, I don't know how to pronounce it, I'm sorry, to stop gold buyers basically from buying gold, because the risk is that if they catch you, and they probably will, you're gonna get banned, your characters are gonna be deleted or whatever. And it's one of the more practical solutions, rather than telling me, you can only play 2 hours of this game even though you're sitting in front of your computer longer. And this is to prevent you from spamming gold. And it's here's another loophole I kind of thought of. If a person is farming gold on a high level character, and they have multiple high level characters, right? One of the things they could do is just farm gold on one character, use up all the fatigue, then use the potion that we're getting from the event to get the 30 fatigue points, and then just get as much gold as you can, right? Switch over to another character, do the same, farm gold, fatigue potion, and so on and so forth until you've basically exhausted all your characters. All the gold seller or gold buyer would have to do is transfer all the gold from all the other characters to their main character, and then just sell the gold to either the gold seller, like the official website, or to a player. So you're not really doing anything with the fatigue points. There's so many loopholes in it. It's an extremely flawed system. And yes, this is a rant. I'm going to go on for a pretty long time about this. Another thing is that another thing is that what was I gonna say? I completely forgot. The chat is completely distracting. um. Oh yeah, another thing is that was mentioned by another player that I saw in the comments, or the comments that they put on the Facebook page for Dungeon Fighter Online, is that they should install like a blitz system like Nexon had. And the problem with that is it gives you a boost to what you get, the drop rate and so on and so forth, making it easier for people who are farming gold, selling gold, doing all these obviously illegal activities within the game. It makes it easier for them. It gives them, like, I think it was a 50% boost if you had blitz points, and then 0%, but you could continue doing dungeons. And okay, that's just, yeah. God, there's so much stuff happening. But on the chat that I probably, yeah, like, ignore the chat, right? But as you can see, the people said that this is the tiering. I've seen multiple different websites selling gold just popping up. You're not stopping it. The fatigue system isn't stopping it. So that's kind of what I wanted to tell everybody. But at the same time, I want to ask you all, like, what do you think is a good solution to this? Like, what would make it better? What would be a more appropriate system that would? I'm sorry, I'm fighting back a sneeze right now. Oh, okay. That would basically make it so that we can play as long as we want, but at the same time, it doesn't make it easy for gold sellers to prosper in this video game, in this online game, because that's kind of one of the things that I do agree with people on. I don't want gold sellers or gold buyers in this game. It's gonna ruin the economy. I think Nexon had that issue. The economy was completely, totally ruined, to the point where you actually had to buy gold. I think I quit at this time, but one of my friends had told me that it's most of the people that were playing at the time, the majority of them. I agree with Hyperion Star on that. Nexon is not even close to being awesome. Neopol is, though, because they're doing a pretty good job. I haven't lagged in party, but that's not the point. That's off topic. What was I saying? Yeah, that what system would you guys agree would help deter gold sellers, gold buyers, and stuff like that? Would you want a small portion of the team, or like later on when they open the cash shop and they start getting a lot of money? Because I'm gonna throw my money at this game. I'm telling you right now, I'm gonna be buying a lot of avatars for my character, because I just want to look awesome, right? And they're gonna have a steady amount of money. So when they hire more people for the team, would you all like to see like a small amount of that team to just managing or monitoring how much gold an account has? Another suggestion was that they could place a limit to how much gold can be transferred, but then at the same time that kind of doesn't make sense, because the auction house is a loophole within that. But I don't know. Maybe that could be fixed somehow. Another thing was that I do know how they do it. I saw it. I think someone posted on the Facebook group where it was like a screenshot of them talking to one of the online gold sellers, like the people that work there, how they do it. And basically all they do is they put an auction house item up, like the buyer, and the seller will just send them, like, buy that item for whatever amount of gold. So that's one of the things that they could also monitor, like the Neo people, whatever, them. They could just monitor ridiculous transactions like that, like, oh, this guy bought a cloth for 200 or like 5 million or 200 million, whatever. That's not normal. No one in their right mind would do that in this game, right? Like, nobody's that desperate for cloth, so they can investigate that and see what's going on, right? So yeah, that's one of the things that I kind of want to just put out there. That's what this video is mainly about, just a discussion, because it's an ongoing discussion. I think one of the CEO of Neopol stated that they don't know what they're going to do with the fatigue system, whether they're going to keep it, increase it, or what have you. I think it's on the Facebook page. I'm going to link to the Dungeon Fighter Online Facebook page so you guys can kind of like scroll through there and see what's going on. But yeah, I don't. The discussion, when you guys, like, if you guys comment, please keep it mature. Don't drop f-bombs. Don't kind of keep it civil. All right, try to keep it civil. If you guys disagree with me, I completely understand. That's fine, by all means. I'm not going to delete your comment. I agree. E-bomb popping. We want the game to live. And that being said, like, keep the discussion on a civil level. You guys do debate with each other, please. Discuss it appropriately. because some of these ideas, who knows, people might see this, so they might implement whatever we agree on, or they might start a poll asking what we, the community, want. And yeah, that's kind of all I wanted to do for this video. This is like kind of not a rant, but just a discussion video. I want you all to discuss this. Give me some what your opinion is. Give me your opinions on the fatigue system, what should be done, what's a better way to stop gold buyers or gold sellers. And yeah, that's all. This is BloodyCrazy. I'm gonna just end the video right here and probably make another one of me doing a dungeon and just kind of talking through that. I am going to try to not talk about the fatigue system as much in those videos, but it's a very interesting topic. It's one of the more prevalent topics in the game right now. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys discuss this, and I hope I don't have to delete any comments when they're like overly, what's it called? Vulgar. So yeah, thanks for watching. Feel free to like and subscribe, all that good stuff. I hope to see you guys in game. Bye.